Welcome back to Grab Her by the Mic, the podcast for women who are slightly feral, wildly opinionated, and completely done trying to fit the script. This week, a 16-year-old in a 50-foot lace train said, "I do." Italian peacocks have formed a government, and a frog named Greg survived the entire cold chain to emotionally process his situation inside a Woolworths salad bag.
Why is there a frog in a salad bag?
Also, Hannah's doing forensic psychological profiling on a 4-year-old. Philsy has a Possum update that nobody asked for but everyone needed. And we're playing Fashion Show or Mental Breakdown, which, after Australian Fashion Week, is less of a game and more of a documentary. Let's go.
It's Recap and Rosé, the part where they relive their week like it was national news.
This is Recap and Rosé. Let's pour a glass of wine. Spill about our week.
TBD.
And catch up since the last episode.
Okay. Well, what are we drinking?
Well, it's not Recap and Rosé.
It's Recap and Tempranillo.
I was going to try and say it before you.
Don't say
so you could mock my accent.
Tempranillo.
Hello.
This is a Wimala Tempranillo 2021 from Mudgee.
Love it.
Red cherry, nutmeg and cocoa with a robust palette of sarsaparilla, plums, blackberry and raspberry. It's very good. I felt like something not so cold because it's wintry.
Yeah, it's cold here
in the Highlands. And I do love myself a Tempranillo.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
It's my go-to red.
Is it? Out of all of them?
Well, it depends. I either go really the heaviest I can find, like a...
Merlot.
No, like the Italian really heavy red. I think it's called a Diavolo, like a Diavola Nero or something. Or it's almost black, or a Tempranillo is my easy drinking red.
See, I'm a more Pinot Noir, Shiraz. They're my two.
Basic. You're a basic bitch.
I don't mind a GSM, like a blend.
Recap and Rosé. Who's going first?
You can go first, yeah.
Okay, so my week has been very productive.
Okay.
I've been talking about slow weeks, but it has been productive. In the past week, I believe my tally is up to, I have built out 5 new brands, 5 websites, and built an app.
Yep.
And launched a side hustle podcast.
Fab.
In 1 week.
What's the name of the new podcast that you're...
Anyway, I have ADHD.
Nice.
And it's really targeting late diagnosed adults and that tumultuous period you go through after you get diagnosed. It's just me talking about myself in a narcissistic way.
And you'll have a topic each week that someone finds relatable. Yeah,
just tackling another, like something that's you're not spoken about, really.
Do you find that therapeutic as someone who has ADHD?
I like to share things which I thought were originally part of my personality, but actually ended up being ADHD.
Yeah.
I guess I just like the sound of my own voice.
Although you like the sound of your own voice, but you cannot listen to your own intro without dying a little bit.
I still haven't found my tone.
It'll take time. But if you know the meaning behind it, it'll eventually come to fruition. Yeah,
so I've had a productive week. So when I'm on, clearly.
Yeah, I actually think this is the rev up I was talking about. I said you needed the lull and now you got that fire in your belly and now it's all happening.
But on the other side of it, at the end of the day, it's almost like I turned to mush and my memory has been very, very bad. Couldn't find my phone the other day and I found it in a bathroom drawer of the kids' bathroom. And I wouldn't have found it if, like, I had to go through the house calling it to try to...
Did you ask Claude where it was?
No, but I had no memory at all ever going into the bathroom with the phone.
I don't know. I do stuff like that at the moment all the time.
Yeah. Well, what about this one? I've obviously hit my head. I don't remember hitting it.
No, I think you've got a gland up on your head.
No, it's not a gland. I looked up where the gland's locations are and it's not in the same position.
Okay.
So I was showering the kids Monday and all of a sudden I realised that my head hurt and I felt back and I felt it and I had a googly egg, like a big bump on my head.
Like when you had
if you have an impact, and I had no memory of in that time period, which would have been recently, of hitting my head, and it is still sore and I still have a bump.
I think you need to go and see a doctor.
I'm going to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh, good. I was going to say.
Because I'm worried that it's just increased brain fluid pressing against my skull.
The drama. Yeah.
Because, of course, I had a conversation with Claude about it and Claude got really sassy with me.
Okay. I like that. Go, Claude.
I had to switch to ChatGPT because I was like, I'm not taking this attitude from you, Claude, honestly.
Claude's got a bit of...
So I was going through and he's like, oh, well, do you have this symptom? Like I said, this is so weird. Like, I don't remember it. And like, well, you probably just bumped your head. I'm like, but surely it would have to be a hard impact to get a big lump on your head and for it to still be sore 3 days later.
What I fear is that you've hit your head, got a concussion and have no memory.
But I was with the kids the whole time. I was showering the kids. Like, you'd think I would have gone down.
Did it happen earlier in the day?
The bump, when I felt it, it was big, and then I felt it progressively go down.
Okay.
So it's almost like the impact had just happened, or my brain just exploded into my skull at that moment.
That's a bit dramatic. Let's stay tuned on that. Can you give us all an update on how you go at the doctor with that whole thing?
Yeah, I will. I'm going tomorrow, but this is my Claude chat, unexplained head bump. And then I went, oh, well, you know what? I actually have had a headache for the past week.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday night, I was very nauseous, and it said to me, go to ED tonight. Get James to take you now. It's very likely nothing serious, but this combination where you don't wait and see at home.
I'm so intrigued by this.
And then Claude responded with, I'm not going to troubleshoot individual symptoms with you right now. Please go to ED. It's almost certainly fine, but needs to be assessed in person and not managed over chat.
Claude's legal team has put in any medical, has entered the chat. Yeah. Like if you get 2 or more questions about anything medical, call it an ED and tap out.
Yeah. So I've had a headache for 2 weeks.
Just a dull one.
Yeah.
Is your blood pressure okay? Or that will you check that all tomorrow?
Yeah, they'll check all that tomorrow.
Well,
I normally have low blood pressure. The only time I ever had high blood pressure was when I had preeclampsia.
in pregnancy, yeah. Yeah, interesting.
So that's fun. My memory's bad and I could be dying.
But productive week.
But a productive week, and Noah the other day, randomly, he's sitting there and we drive past Bendigo Bank and Noah goes, Bendigo Bank, the better big bank. He goes, they have locations in Mossville and Barrel.
How does he know that?
James and I were like, okay.
That's
Where
weird.
did you get that information? But it was an ad at the movie cinema from like weeks ago.
It is an ad, but it's quite a long ad.
That's what he took in.
Yeah, well, hey, he's your son. Like, I don't know what you're expecting.
I would say that's about it. I followed through with a threat to take Mabel's playdate away, and I actually did it because she's been so awful.
Okay.
I'll get into that into my Hyperfix.
Fun.
And that was fun.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought I had a headache, was because she's been screaming a lot.
Oh, okay. Like just a tension
Yeah,
headache.
but I think it's a stroke.
It's not a stroke.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Have you looked to see if it's like a big old pimple?
Well, I had James look yesterday and he didn't say anything. But then again, he didn't say anything about that AI LinkedIn photo. So
All that you had. Remember those contacts you had in one night we went to a ball and you were like a vampire. Like you had these beautiful blue-green eye
they were like
contacts.
a hazel colour, but like a light hazel.
Very, very vibrant.
He didn't notice.
He was like, yeah.
Clearly not with me for my looks.
He wasn't even looking you in the eye.
No, never has.
Well,
So
that dress was all buzzy, so how could he?
Anyway, how was your week?
Week's been really good. I've got a little boy turning 5 tomorrow. So
I know, I cannot. I didn't realise he was older than Mabel.
Yeah, he's turning 5, which feels really important for him because I think there's a real growth and he's really grown up. He also had karate taken away from him this week as a consequence of being...
Oh, I spoke to him earlier in the week about karate.
Yeah, he's a turd and I had I had to follow through. But like it was I was so reluctant, like really close to giving in. And Pat was like, stand firm, Philsy, stand firm. And I was like, but I've paid for the karate lesson. Like, Pat's like, don't worry about it. Like, who cares? And I'm like, okay. Anyway.
You paid for it either way.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I keep reminding him. He's had a few little rev ups again and I've just brought him back down to earth by saying, remember you lost out on karate when that happened last time. But really such a beautiful boy and I can't wait to say I've got a 5-year-old boy.
I found his sock.
Oh, his sock. Oh, that one's
currently in the dryer. I soaked it.
One sock.
I soaked it for ages. I don't think I got it all out. That sock was black.
Oh, you got to get some hydrogen peroxide on that thing.
Yeah, I didn't bleach it.
But really good week.
See, that's when I took away Mabel's play date. I was reluctant to do it because I didn't want to let the other little girl down.
Yeah, but were you honest with the other mother?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's always good.
I messaged her. I said, look, I'm so sorry, but I've been threatening this all week and I actually have to follow through because she's been screaming for 2 hours straight about she didn't know what she wanted for breakfast. Something so silly.
Yeah, and you have to, the consequences thing when they're that little is that's the only thing they comprehend, so you have to follow through.
And we never really do follow through because normally the consequence will affect Noah. It's like, well, you're going to get this taken away, this movie taken away or something like that. So for this one, and this was a big one, and I was, of course, after it happened, James went out to pick up a new trampoline that he got on fucking Pay It Forward, sitting out there. And then he told the kids they could have 2 trampolines, so that's fucking great.
It's more one for the adults and one for the kids. Brilliant.
Yeah, for us. to pee under again.
I'm supposed to tell people about those private moments.
I just love making eye contact with you as you pee.
How old are we? Like 100 or like 4? We're like, oh, can't be bothered. Let's just keep playing. But I need to do a wee. Oh,
That's
my
exactly what
God.
happened.
We're like, I don't want to go inside. I just want to lay here and look at the stars with you.
I know. But Noah called
Hold on. What about the grass? The length of the grass? It's like
why
we're in
it was
Africa. We're like in the grass.
Wasn't it just after we'd gotten back from holiday or something, so it needed...
I don't know.
James
Doesn't
normally
matter.
keeps that grass tight. He likes his lawn mowed.
Does he?
Yeah.
Short and sharp.
Sean
the sheep.
No, so Noah calls out. So James goes off to pick up this trampoline. He's gone for most of the day because he's got to go and it's free. So he has to go and dismantle it.
Oh.
Free. I don't know, but I can't complain because I'm like,
Oh, is that why you called Pat to come and help him? Was there a phone?
oh, he tried to call Pat, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But I was just wondering what you were doing and then I did not respond to you after you were like, we're going to go here at 2:30. I was like, cool, bye.
Oh, okay. I'm putting two and two together.
You
Right.
put two together. Yeah. So he goes. So then Noah's in his room, hyper focusing on Lego. So he's been building Lego in his room, and he calls out from his room. Mabel and I are painting nails in the living room. He calls out from his room. He goes, "Mum, what time is it?" I go, "Oh, it's 10 o'clock." He goes, "Oh, so Mabel missed a play date."
Ooh.
Asshole.
Did she know she was missing her play date?
She'd been threatened, and she went, "Did I miss my play date?" I said, "Well, yes, Bubby. We took it off you because that was really bad." She went, I was like, "Oh, nuclear," but she was like, "Okay."
Great.
I said, "But I will try to reschedule it, and when you're good, we can do it again." She went, "Okay."
Has she been better since?
She's been okay. Yeah, she has been in a better mood, but she did this massive shit.
Okay, we've always got a bowel movement. Her mood and her bowels.
Honestly, I think she'd been holding in for a while, and I think it was blocking other shit from coming out. Because you sit in there, and it was like 2 hours of her screaming on the toilet, of me going, "You're not getting off this toilet
Until
you poo." And she's like, "I can't do it," because she had like a rash and she was sore. But I swear, I don't know where the shit was stored. It was the length of her body. I watched it come out. It just kept going. I swear to God, it was this long. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking.
In a toilet or potty?
In a toilet. We don't have a potty anymore. In a toilet, which we don't have anymore because your husband took it away. That's the other thing. We're down to one toilet with the four of
Careful,
us.
he'll give you a drop hole. He'll give you a...
There is a hole in the floor.
Perfect.
He replaced our ensuite toilet and he's replacing the other toilet because that one needed to be replaced too. I don't know. He kind of talks low, so I get half of what he's saying. But he's taking the toilet off and goes, "Oh, well, the tiling's not been done right. It's missing tiles. We need to take these tiles out and retile." And of course, it's like a 80s peach colour, the tiles.
Perfect. Love it.
So I go down to Beaumont and then I go to Bunnings, try to match this tile. Can't find it. I'm like, fuck it. I've got 17 websites to build.
Tip.
Well, that's what they said, to go to the tip. But I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going out to the tip right now. I want to get back and keep working on my websites and things.
Right. So
Yeah.
he's waiting on you to tile. Or did you get tiles?
No, I just got a tile that I was like, I'm not going to find one that matches. So I'm just going to get a white tile. So we've got like a white, because the toilet's going to be sitting on it. And then I had to go and get grout. And then I had to be like, was it this grout? Was this patty? Like back and forth.
Yeah.
So he's out there, poor thing. He's like, wasn't expecting to be at our place for hours and hours. It was supposed to be a quick job, but he's out there cutting tiles down because nothing's even, of course, because this house is a hodgepodge of things.
Mishmash.
He thinks I can grout the bathroom
You can
myself. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing tomorrow. And I just think it's hilarious that he finds me that capable.
100% capable. If anyone, he would think he'd actually, out of all of us, he'd hire you as an apprentice. I've told him you've scaled roofs, painted houses. Like he's like, oh, she's a real go-getter.
Well, because no one else will do it. James is too scared to do anything. He's like, I don't want to put a hole in the wall. I'm like, just put the fucking picture up.
I've leveled it. And it's like, whoa.
The kids are like, the sun's shining in my eyes. I'm like, got a blanket in now. So I'm like...
It's like the fort we made the night we first started recording.
Oh my gosh, I have that photo. We should post it somewhere.
Cute. Anyway, back on track. Good week. I'm excited for Hamish turning 5.
We have a new website.
Yep. Oh, and then there was a possum. This is part of my...
Oh, tell me about the possum.
So, as you know, I like Harris Farm.
You do.
I went to Harris Farm and I bought all this nice fruit. Kids eat fruit. Maggie would have like 20 mandarins a day.
Pat loves a mandarin in bed.
No, passion fruit.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah. But he doesn't
It's
bring
like a fig in bed.
You and your fig.
The figs gross me out. It's a Georgia O'Keeffe thing. Georgia O'Keeffe, she paints orchids, but they all look like vulva.
Oh, did she do that on purpose though?
I don't know. She's dead now, isn't she?
Can't ask her.
to
You could
fact check
fact check
this.
that. So anyway, we go out for the day and we left the back door open. We took the dog with us.
Why did you leave the back door open?
Because we just, you know what it's like getting out of the house. It's
No,
just,
I know that I closed the door.
no. I mean, because we have the dog just comes in and out. So we've obviously gone out. The dog had gotten out. That's right.
Again,
The dog had gotten out again. So
you
we
travel by bus this time?
No. So we drove around the back block, drove it around the block 20 times to tire the dog out. But then Pat's like, let's just get the dog in the car and go. So we took the dog wherever we were going.
You drove the dog around the block 20 times?
Because he won't come back home until he's tired.
But you drove him in the car?
No, we just drove and he followed the car behind again.
Was he strapped to the car?
Stupid.
Was he
freaking-
strapped to the car like just being dragged?
No, we couldn't get him anymore. Anyway, long story short, we came home and it was pitch black when we got home and I've come into the kitchen and I turned the light on and sitting at my fruit bowl is a possum
Eating $900
holding
worth of
a
fruit.
kiwi.
I don't understand how
And
this
he went,
made eye contact with you.
and I was like,
I don't understand how this shit happens to you.
screamed, but the possum got such a fright because I'm like,
Did it shit itself?
it did a big poo on the counter.
Of course it did. We don't use that place to chop anymore.
Well, we do. It's my place. Like, just give it a wipe. It'll be right. But I was like, it's gone through $30 worth of, but it was like,
I'm surprised if it's only $30.
well, we got through 3 pieces of fruit. So that's on average.
Like
Like
about $60 at Harris Farms.
massive kiwi. What else did you take in? Kiwi. Oh, I had pear, kiwi, and apple. It had a little bit of everything. Little smorgasbord.
Fruit salad.
Fruit salad. And I
Yummy,
like how he was
yummy.
like,
Just the slow put
and
down.
because he started moving, I was like,
So it's anything like small and moving that you get freaked out with. Birds, possums.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I've since found possum poo on the back table. And the other night I go out to get a glass of water about 2, 3 o'clock.
It's waiting for you to leave the door open again.
And he was sitting there on the back table, shitting on my back table, waiting for the door to be opened.
I don't think you can do anything. Like, I don't think you can BB gun them. I think they're in, like a native
BB gun?
Yeah, like they're a native species.
Nerf gun.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I've had a great week, but anyway, moving on.
Anyway, moving on. Shall we get into the weekly spiral?
Yes, do it.
Many people, great people, very smart people, they come to me and say, sir, where do you get your news? I tell them right here, this is the weekly spiral.
It's time for our weekly spiral. 3 things from the headlines this week that we think you should know about, delivered with zero expertise and most likely an overreaction. Did you bring anything prepared? Just wondering.
Mine's kind of in my Hyperfix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Story 1. Australian Fashion Week, performance art or hostage situation? At Australian Fashion Week this past week, at the Iordanis show in Sydney, US artist Keisha Cakeley was dragged by her legs onto the catwalk by her male model partner as the crowd attempted to conceal their laughter. A fire alarm also went off mid-show, with models continuing to walk the runway while the siren sounded, leaving the audience genuinely unsure if the evacuation was part of the performance. Fire trucks arrived and discovered the alarm had been triggered by a cleaning product, not an actual fire. So my question for you is, at what point did fashion stop being about clothes and start becoming a Year 11 drama assessment?
That very point when she was being dragged out.
Being dragged out by her
Ankles?
legs.
Legs. Great. I mean, very insensitive. Not a good look.
Because a woman being dragged across a floor by her ankles while Ian Thorpe sits front row looking like he wants to die is not a runway show.
Awkward. I just imagine it being so awkward.
It's a hostage situation with good lighting.
And then also the fire alarm, like everyone would have just thought, is this the spectacle?
Because it was so ridiculous from the first point.
Well, first things first, you can't pronounce the name of the product designer.
Oh, I shortened it to Iordanis, but I'm not a fashion-y person, so maybe it's
Never heard of it.
I don't know.
But this is where these little niched upcoming people sometimes.
But it is performance art because it's almost like that's now got the artist and the name out there.
So it's that shock culture. Maybe.
Clickbaity, shock marketing.
Maybe someone did try and set off the fire alarms to add a little bit of.
Well, what cleaning product is set off a fire alarm? That's my first question.
Not airspray is not a cleaning product. Bit of Ambipure maybe they're smoking in the toilets.
Aren't fire alarms triggered by
Smoke?
heat?
No. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fire alarm expert.
Why not?
I don't know. It's not on my resume yet.
How about this? Ian Thorpe was front row and appeared completely disinterested as Cakerly was dragged so close to the audience her green painted nails almost scraped their feet.
Yuck.
Ian Thorpe is all of us.
Oh, yeah. And he's not one, like, he's not even really supposed to be there.
Why is he at a fashion show? But you know what? He's got to the fashion show for the designer no one knows.
Yeah, so he's like a B-grade celebrity.
You're going to get cancelled.
That's okay. He's had his time.
The Torpedo?
Done. We've moved on. We appreciated him. Grand hacker, though. It's always got a story to tell, that one. That swim star.
What about the fire alarm went off and the models just kept walking?
That's why I think it was planned.
Which is either incredibly professional or a sign that Fashion Week has broken these people completely.
Well, they're all probably so hungry that they're like,
I just got to finish the show so I can have a cracker.
But I often wonder, like, if people like you and I were in the audience, like,
I'd get up there.
Would you?
I'd be like, let me help you drag her. She looks heavy.
Should I take her arms and we can just like hammock her?
Swing her in.
It's a hostage situation. I think Ian Thorpe is also partly a hostage. Like, he's like, I don't want to be here.
Why am I here?
Trapped.
Imagine paying $400 for a ticket, watching a woman get dragged across the floor, then being evacuated by fire trucks, and then being told actually it was a cleaning product. Come back in. Would you like to come back?
Sure. Sounds like our kind of show. Let's be honest.
What about this? Did you see the show that happened at Tamarama Beach?
Oh my God, where the random guy just came down the stairs?
Separately, a random Sydney beachgoer just descended the stairs at Tamarama Beach and accidentally walked straight into the Commerce fashion show mid-show.
Yeah.
He didn't ask to be there. He just wanted the ocean. Total king behaviour.
Oh, he was giving off king energy.
Let the hungry people walk. Let them earn their French fry
what was
of the
my
day.
favourite part was watching the models just bypass him.
Yeah, like
not even like, oh, you shouldn't be here.
I know. He went for his dip and then didn't he like, bye.
Oh, so it didn't even dawn on him? Because I only saw the footage of him coming down.
Nothing is separating me from my routine.
Right.
Got to do my routine. Got to go.
I've got to be there for 5 minutes. If I'm not there for 5 minutes, doing it.
Story 2.
Is this the frog in the salad?
Greg the frog.
Why? Why are we now animal activists?
An Australian farmer named Reese Smoker found a live frog in a sealed bag of lettuce he'd bought from Woolworths in Esperance, Western Australia on May 16th. His housemates named the frog Greg and released him into a nearby pond with a send-off rendition of Crazy Frog. Woolworths confirmed it was investigating with suppliers and called it an isolated incident. Greg. His name is Greg. They named the frog Greg and played Crazy Frog as a farewell. Australia is a country of poets and we don't acknowledge it enough.
Yeah, I agree. But aren't the bags like washed, ready to eat?
Yes.
Okay, right.
They are washed and ready to eat. I wouldn't rewash the lettuce if I bought a pre-washed bag.
No.
That's why you spend the extra money for the bag so you can just go dump.
Yeah, well, actually, it's interesting because Maggie had a lettuce incident last weekend where she picked some basil off the bush and ate it. There was a huge caterpillar. And she's like, this basil... And she pulled
Did she
it
not
out.
look at what she's eating?
No, she eats up. The kids eat off stuff all the time.
Your kids are going to die.
Well, she thought she was going to die because she pulled it off and the head of the caterpillar was the only thing left on the leaf and it was looking straight at her. And I just kung fu'd it out of her hand so she couldn't see it to give her more trauma.
What she'd done.
And she's like,
Well, here's the thing. Isolated incident is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Not that long ago, I think 2 years ago, my mum found a crab claw in a bag of lettuce.
No.
From Woolworths.
A crab claw?
Yeah.
Someone at Woolworths is having a joke. They're like, what can we put in
this? In a sealed bag, like just one claw.
Yeah, see, I don't look. I just grab, dump and eat and hope for the best.
Well, also as a reminder, 5 years ago, someone found a 3-metre python on a Woolworths shelf in Sydney. Woolworths has some explaining to do.
Yeah.
And in 2021, someone found a venomous snake wrapped in lettuce at Aldi.
Okay.
Australia's supermarket wildlife program is thriving and no one is talking about it.
So my brother-in-law, who's English, would be horrified to think that we have snakes in our, he will think that every lettuce now he will check for.
Well, I would be checking for lettuce, crab claw, frog, venomous snake.
It's a trifecta.
Things come in threes.
Yeah.
They do. How does a live frog survive a sealed plastic bag through the entire cold chain?
Oh, I think really easily.
What did Greg see?
What was his journey like?
What did Greg know?
What sort of frog was Greg? Do we know?
Did he travel interstate?
Yeah.
Was he paying rent? He was a green tree frog.
Oh, he was
This was on the ABC, yeah.
He's come from up north.
He blended.
Green up north.
Well, he was found in Western Australia.
Oh, he's had a
journey.
He's been across the Nullarbor.
The worker who packed the bag missed an entire frog.
Yeah, really.
Not a leaf, not a bug, an amphibian. What level of burnout is this as a society that a full frog slips through quality control? I love this segment, by the way. This is my favourite segment.
It's so dumb.
Why is it dumb?
He's on the bag, they got those stupid little paws too, where they're like, stick, can you make?
But it was like that really green frog. I have to show you.
I know what a green tree frog looks like. My husband's obsessed with green tree frogs, but honestly, I mean, and the size, what are we
it's proper it's proper size.
I just wonder if they didn't pick up the bag, and because those bags are light, they're such a rip off. You're not getting much.
Look at it.
Oh my God, it's fully alive. It's really cute.
They released it into a pond
With Ronnie.
Yeah, but look, it's just sitting. It's like in a cos lettuce. How did you miss an entire frog? You know what? This is what happens when you employ colorblind people. I know.
Stop.
My husband is.
Oh my God, I've realized what it is. He's bought discount lettuce, that yellow sticker.
Oh, that's what you're going to, what can you expect then?
That means it's been on the shelf even longer. That frog has survived.
You know why it's discounted? Everyone's been going, there's a frog in there, and going, I'm not buying that one. But the person who put what about this? The person who put the yellow sticker on 2 days after it was shelved didn't see the frog either.
Sticker frog. There's not even 2 centimeters between them. That is the discount sticker. Love a yellow sticker.
No, that's all I look for.
And I think it's like a butter lettuce that looks
That looks like a cos lettuce, no? Look at the one next where he's sitting. He's like in the bag still, but he's separate to the lettuce. He's like, help me. Greg. He's cute.
He's very cute.
Don't tell Pat he'll be buying a lot of lettuce.
Oh my God, look at the person's hand.
He's big.
Yeah, he's substantial because those stickers would be like that big.
I don't like that word.
Sorry.
I have trauma.
Oh my God. Substantial. Oh, that is so funny.
Is that not hilarious?
This is the funniest thing.
Honestly, if I open my salad bag,
I'm never buying a yellow sticker.
The yellow sticker is concerning because of the amount of people who would have seen the frog in that bag and not done anything.
But that's why it's there still. Everyone was like, I don't want that one.
You know what? I don't want to deal with that. I'm just going to put a sticker on it and someone will buy it. And this poor farmer's not looked. Honestly, if I opened my salad and found a frog, I think I'd just accept the custody arrangement.
Oh my God, Pat would it'd be one of us. It'd be a Matthews.
Okay, question for you. How much money would it take for you to keep eating the salad?
Oh, see, I'm a bit ruthless. I wouldn't care. I'd just wash it and move on. I'd totally eat it.
Would you eat the frog?
Not on purpose.
Story 3.
Yeah. Oh, no.
The Italian Peacock Militia.
Is her name Militia?
Militia. Do you know what a militia is?
No.
Like an army.
Malicious?
Militias. Militia. Like military. Militia.
Is that the Italian name for it?
No, that's the English name for it.
Show me the spelling.
Have you never...
Never
honestly,
heard of militia. I thought it was a name from an Italian girl.
No. Are you okay?
A militia is an armed military or paramilitary
It's
force.
it's a military group.
I probably have actually heard of it.
More than 100 peacocks have taken over the Italian seaside town of Punta Marina on the Adriatic coast, with estimates of around 150 birds roaming free and showing aggressive behaviour towards humans, cars and gardens. The birds originally lived in an abandoned aeronautical complex nearby, but their numbers exploded during the COVID lockdown. The town is sharply divided. Some want them gone, others think they're an attraction. One peacock is a whimsical treat.
Yeah.
150 peacocks is a militia without a manifesto and a territorial dispute.
Because despite them being so beautiful,
They are aggressive as fuck.
and they are horrid noise.
Yeah, it says here that they destroy cars by attacking their own reflections.
Yeah.
Cover footpaths in sticky guano. I guess that's their poo, maybe.
Guano.
Making it dangerous to walk and block traffic. This is not a vibe. This is a full-blown occupation.
The takeover, the Peacock
100%.
takeover. I mean, only the males are nice looking. So there's some feral females taking
Put
over?
that brown one away. No one wants to see that. The Peacocks now have their own Facebook page full of memes, AI-generated images, and passionate debate about their future. The Peacocks are more internet famous than us, and they don't have thumbs or a content strategy.
I mean, yeah, they don't do it for me. I'm not fast. I don't like birds.
They're scary. I remember being really scared by a peacock once, and like it came up and it was like,
because they also like height. So they jump onto roofs and things like that. So interesting, the Peacock takeover.
They multiplied during lockdown because there were no cars or people on the streets.
So just getting it on.
Yeah, pandemic trauma really did take many forms.
Yeah.
Mating season had made things significantly worse. The males' loud early morning calls particularly aggravated residents, screaming at 5 a.m. for romantic reasons. Chaotic king behaviour and totally relatable.
Mm-hmm. It's
Question.
a real screech, yeah.
What animal would be the absolute worst to accidentally develop a society? My pick is geese.
They're pretty scary.
Yeah.
Geese. Or like Patty got attacked by a turkey at the zoo once.
A bush turkey or a turkey?
No, a turkey, like an American turkey.
Yeah.
But they have like almost like it's got a big kind of like.
Is it on their penis?
No, the roosters have them as well.
Oh, yeah. Like a talon.
Talon kind of thing. But it was attacking Pat because the colour of the turkey was the same colour clothes he was wearing. He was like wearing Barrington pouch. And it chased him out of that zoo. He was petrified.
I'm pretty sure turkeys are so stupid that if it's raining, they'll look up with their mouths open and drown.
Relatable.
I definitely have to fact check that, but that has lived in my brain rent-free for at least 20 years.
Who gave you that fact?
I saw it on a cartoon.
Okay.
I think it was, remember like that cartoon where it was like he looked like Elvis but he was born like Johnny something.
Oh,
Johnny Rocket or something.
Johnny Rocket.
I'm pretty sure I heard it on that.
Oh my God, I remember Johnny Rocket. My brother and I used to watch it. Yeah, I'd go with a bird, like a turkey or a...
Birds are evil. Like you've seen that?
Evil.
Yeah. They are dinosaurs.
Cats. I don't like cats.
I don't mind cats.
Yes, they are dinosaurs. The closest relative to a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. Should we get into the hyperfix?
I'm ready to fix the hyper.
Believe me, I know obsession, I invented it, but these two next level, it's the Hyperfix.
Okay, it's time for the hyperfix, where we each bring an obsession we absolutely should have moved on from by now. You go first.
Okay. You just want me to carry the whole episode?
Yeah, you always do.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so my hyperfix today is on Mabel and her behaviour, and the question I keep asking myself, which is my child emotionally okay, or is she just 4?
Who are you asking?
Myself.
So you just...
Every time that she does what she does, I wonder if she needs a straitjacket.
Tempting. Crocheted one.
Tempting. So I have naturally been doing a forensic deep dive this week into whether my daughter is an emotionally complex small human navigating big feelings,
Yeah.
or whether she's simply a tiny divorced man from 1974 who has declared war on me personally.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she is savage. I don't even know how to describe it. You cannot tell her no without her ruining everyone's day. It's wild. And she will stick to her initial reaction no matter what.
Let her.
I can't, because she follows me around screaming at the top of her lungs and my head hurts.
Yeah.
And then if I close the door, she opens the door. If I lock the door, she kicks the door.
Yeah.
She says things like, I wish I had a different mum. I don't love anyone. I wish you were dead.
They're big,
savage.
big feelings.
Which, again, where is she getting the language from? Because it's not us. And I go, I either, depending on my mental state, and like depending on my mood and where I'm at and how much she's been screwing at me, I sit and I take it and I take the screaming and I try to go, well, you know, that's not very nice and this hurts my feelings and I don't think you believe that. Or I shut down and I go, fine, I'll find you another mum and leave me alone. When I do the gentle parenting concept or the gentle parenting approach, she will fucking rampage for so much longer. When I do the I don't want to be near you shut down approach, she goes, I didn't mean it, I love you, mommy, I'm so sorry, oh my God, sort of thing. So
she does the rage and regret when you do that.
Yeah, but if I try to talk her through it and try to do what every single Pinterest board, Instagram parent says and talk them through their emotions to regulate their emotions, it just goes on for longer. And like Noah gets upset because Noah's like, I can't take the sound, I can't do the screaming. And then he's in a room and he's screaming and he's upset and James doesn't want a bar of it. And
everyone's overstimulated.
But then it's me copying it, and that's fine because it's my job as her mum.
But you can only take so much, Han.
You can only take so much. But then I feel bad when I do that. That's fine. I'm not going to be your mum then. Or that's fine. I don't want to, you said something really, really hurtful, that like you want me dead or something like that. I cannot look at you. I do not want to speak to you. Like, that's so mean. It's the worst thing you can say to someone. And then she makes me feel bad that I've done that.
They're really big. I don't know. Because Hamish is quite that way, where this is why he got lost karate, is because he just cannot
bring them down.
I think there's this second child thing where they kind of got away with a little bit initially, and then maybe COVID has something to do with it. I don't know. I struggle to remain calmer with Hamish because when he does things, he just goes deep, hard, full on energy.
He goes for the jugular.
Yeah, like he's
Mabel.
not mean, but he just is relentless with it.
She's mean though.
Yeah.
But she's mean and she says things that she knows are hurtful.
Yeah.
And I actually feel bad because I'm so burnt out by regulating Mabel that when Noah has any sort of slither of emotion, I'm like, oh, stop it. Like, you're the good one. Why are you ramping up now? You're the good one. Don't be like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like so much quicker to be shut him down, and then he doesn't get to process those emotions.
I agree with you. I know that feeling because your fuse isn't one for them and one for the other. It's your fuse is your fuse.
Yeah.
And I think
because he'll react to her screaming and then be like, I can't take it. And I'm like, just calm down. You know what I mean? Like, and he should be allowed to work through those emotions, but I don't let him. And I feel like he's got the short end of the stick in that regard because she takes up so much of anyone's energy and their air and their space.
Yeah, because I think she feels like she needs that. Like Hamish is a bit the same. Like, it's overwhelming. It's relentless. He is fully consuming me. And I'm trying to, like, I get down, I sit on the floor, I try and talk to him calmly. But, like, I don't know. Like, I can't figure it out. But I just keep putting him to puzzles. Let's talk about it in a minute. For a minute, we're just going to do a puzzle together.
That's great. But you can't even, she screams.
She's inconsolable.
Non-stop. For hours. 4 hours. Like, I'm like, you're going to hurt. You got to stop because you're going to hurt your throat. You got to stop because the neighbors are going to call the police. Like, it sounds like she is being murdered.
And you know that feeling of like when you have like a big breakdown and then for hours after it, you're exhausted because it took everything out of you.
Yeah.
She'd be feeling that too.
But she'll do it straight in the morning because she doesn't know what she wants to put on her toast.
Yeah.
Or because I tell her she can't eat a marshmallow for breakfast. Like, it's so minor what sets it off that I wonder if there is something mental going on with her.
So what have you looked into?
My mum says it's normal. No, we're out of it. She sends me research, which I try to read. But like, when you think about gentle parenting, it's a concept that assumes that both parties have a functioning nervous system and the emotional bandwidth to de-escalate. And she just can't de-escalate. And I worry, and I honestly, and I say this out loud to her, is she's supposed to go to school next year. The way I calm her down is if I put pressure on her body, I hug her and I rock her. And that's that nervous system re-regulation, which she can't do on her own. Now, to be fair, everyone else thinks she's an absolute gem. She doesn't have meltdowns at school or anything like that. She only does it at home. But I'm like, I just don't remember Noah being like this close to going to school.
Yeah. So apparently when I looked at research, so Hamish is great. He's the same at school. There's no blow-ups, you know, and he's a very much few and far. But there was a time where we had a real concentration of them. And she's holding it together all day.
That's
and
really
you are
normal.
her safe,
they're masking. Yeah. And when they feel safe and they come home and they're in their safe space, that's when they melt.
Yeah. So I don't think that's necessary.
But she has it before she goes to school.
So there's triggers. Something's triggering her. But the thing is there's no pattern in the trigger or there's no rhyme or reason.
The pattern is that it's not what she wants.
Do you follow Brat Buster on Instagram?
No.
She's really good. She's got some really good language things to do. She's quite interesting. Pat quite likes her because he's more of the bad cop when it comes to this. I'm softer, but we're really trying to actually be a team and both be the same because I think we can lapse there and then he thinks he gets away with things. because I've let it slide.
I find it like James and I, there is no good cop, bad cop. Either of us could be either.
Okay, so you can fluctuate.
So we fluctuate and depending on either of our moods.
Same with us, but generally Pat's a little bit, not harder on them, but he expects more from them, and I just have to remind him that this little boy has been on this earth for 5 minutes. I don't know. I'm softer. And also Hamish, at the end of the day, he absolutely killed me on the weekend. And then he comes to me and he hugs me and he's the most divine.
I know.
Affectionate.
I know.
Love you, Mum. And I think you're lucky, mate, because at 5 o'clock this afternoon,
you're Facebook Marketplace.
You were on Facebook Marketplace with no givesy backsies. Honestly, he just pushed me and pushed me, and I just nearly cracked. Well, I mean, I did crack.
I do crack.
And you know what? I actually think it's healthy to show them that you crack and then bounce back. But you also have to draw the line, and your crack, that's your boundary.
Because like Mabel will be the same. I'll put her to bed and she'll just stroke my face, or she'll just be like, I love you. Oh, I love you. And she reflects on it. But the next day it's the same thing. It's a daily occurrence almost.
Would you say it's daily?
I would say it's daily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you'll look it up and everyone will be like, well, this is just normal toddler behaviour, right? But she's not a toddler anymore. She's a preschooler or a youth. I don't know what she is, but
pre-K.
She'll say, I wish you were dead. She says that more than once.
I guess maybe that's the first thing you could get to.
Well, I sat down with her and I said, do you know what dead means?
Yeah.
This is what it means. She'll still say it.
Yeah.
I said, this is why I get so upset when you say it. It means that I'm gone forever and you will never see me again. How would you feel? It would make you sad? Would you be happy? No.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. She'll have a thing and then she'll realise that I'm not playing into her rampage or her ramp up, and that's when she'll go, you're the worst mum ever. I wish you were dead.
So
like,
she's
quietly.
Reactive. Yeah, she's looking for reaction.
And then when I tell her something like, well, that really hurts my feelings, or that's a really bad thing to say, like a 17-year-old, she'll roll her eyes at me. I don't care.
I don't know. Maggie rolls her eyes, but she's 7.
Mabel's rolling her eyes for years.
Yeah.
Where does she get it from? So I've been Googling things like signs your child is secretly a psychopath.
And
can a 4-year-old be emotionally manipulative? 100% yes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Why is my child auditioning for Succession?
Yeah.
What I found out is that it's normal behaviour, of course, which is the single most unsatisfying thing that I've ever discovered in my life.
Did you ask for some strategies or look for some strategies?
Well,
honestly, follow Bratbuster. See what you think of her.
I'm going to follow Bratbuster, but it's like you said, they say the worst things to the person that they feel safest with.
Yeah.
So this is generally the biggest scam in motherhood.
Yeah, of course.
The biggest scam motherhood has ever produced, secure attachment. So this is a sign of secure attachment in your child, is them being an asshole to you. Secure attachment means I'm the emotional punching bag, which is fantastic. I love that for me, in frozen pajamas and one sock.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because it just reminded me on the weekend, Maggie was in my room, she was standing at the end of the bed, and Pat's got this like big medicine ball thing that you like roll on and stretch on.
Sure, that's what it's for.
And she was like, bounce, 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 bounce. And I was in bed drinking my coffee and reading my book, and it just wasn't my vibe. And I said, can you get out and do that outside or like in the backyard, not in here? And she goes, child hater, and walked off.
She's the best. I want to be her when I grow up.
Child hater. But under her breath. But she's 7. Like, I don't know. She's sassy. But I mean, I was like, do you know what hate means? Like, yeah. She's like, I just said it because
my kids aren't allowed to say hate.
Yeah.
We don't let them say it. Well, we just say that's too strong of a word for you to understand.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, I just really you just disliked me. You just hated me being in there. And I was like,
no, I didn't hate you being in there. I hated the ball being in there.
I was like, well, I just don't think it's the right space.
Yeah, no.
And
there's too many clothes falling out of the closet.
And she's like, I'm really sorry. Like, she does all that.
I love her.
She's in my full circle moment. She's like, I've taken my 5 breaths, Mum. My ins, my outs.
It's like worse than you.
What did she say to me the other day? I focused on my deep belly bloating breathing because we're trying to fill her belly up with air when they're breathing.
Yeah. I try to get Mabel to breathe and she's like, I can't breathe. I'm like, oh my God, you're so dramatic. Just stop screaming for a second and breathe.
What about balloon? She's got to blow up a balloon.
I can't get her to stop screaming for her to listen to me.
Well, you said, I'll listen to you when you stop screaming and you blow up this balloon.
Nah. She literally, I got
Just get the hose out and just.
I told her to get out of the shower last night.
Yeah.
She didn't want to get out of the shower, so I just turned the water off, and she sat in the shower for an hour and screamed, wet and cold.
But you know when you're drunk at the bottom of the shower and you're like,
I remember the margarita incident of 2024. Me crying in the shower, crying out for James, who wasn't in the hotel room. There's a regulation paradox, what I have a look online. So every article says to stay calm, stay regulated, don't take the bait, which I try to do.
Yeah.
And it makes it go on for longer. But I also have a nervous system and a cortisol response, and it's hard to model emotional regulation while being verbally assassinated by someone who still needs help wiping their ass.
Can you get her in the car easily at these points?
She's literally just screaming and following me room by room.
We'll walk out to the car, get her in the car and drive. At least she's strapped in. You can just then.
How do you think I'm going to get her strapped in?
She's like, come on, we're going to go for a drive. She'll be too curious.
You are so out of your depth with this. I would love to give you Mabel for it.
I drop her off next time.
She'll probably behave well.
No, but they always do, right? So I don't know. Sometimes Patty and I just go, right, everyone in the car, strapped in.
Not Coco though.
Stupid dog.
Do you think he has ADHD?
I think he needs some headbands. Pat Googled that, like, if you really give them a good scratch and a rub in the morning, that it gets rid of a lot of their stress.
So can't get through his fucking fur.
It's honestly, he's like a Rastafarian man at the moment.
Again, you say that.
I really need to get him groomed, but he's so gorgeous to look at.
He's probably in a lot of pain. That's why he's so feral, because he's got so many mats.
No, he's not. No mats.
Oh, Murphy gets a mat if I look at him wrong.
He's got. Maybe it's Mabel's thing too. She's like, oh, I don't know. A swing? Can you put her on a swing? Like get her one of those. No, like this.
Feels good.
Hold on for dear
so
life.
She's like, I just want a mummy cuddle. I'm like, cuddle. I'll be like.
I remember the other day on the lounge, I was like, hi, how are you?
She was hilarious. She's So the real question is she just strong-willed? Is she neurospicy? Is she overtired? Is she emotionally sensitive? Or is this just what happens when a tiny human discovers language and hasn't gotten to emotional regulation yet?
I don't even think she's discovered. I think she's feeling all the feels. I think she's all of those things. But she's not old enough to figure it out. I think you could take her to see someone. I think someone else having
It just sounds like throwing money at a wall.
Yeah, but like at least then someone who is specialised in it can say, look, this is really normal.
But we know it's normal because every article says it's normal.
Yeah, but
we know, but it's so hard to live through.
But don't you feel like you deserve as a person, as a mum, someone who is, this is their thing, that ChatGPT and Claude, they can't give you that answer. I think someone there has some really good tools. They can talk to her about it. You can be given some tools. I think someone can maybe give you an intervention where it gives you 5 minutes of reprieve maybe every tantrum. I just think you deserve that because it's obviously affecting you.
Oh, yeah, I've got a headache, but that could be the brain pressure.
You got to stop. Honestly?
What would you do tomorrow if I go, actually?
I would drop everything and be right by your side.
My husband
James, move over.
That's what I want, though.
Yeah, you'd be like, I want Philsy. Nothing is going to be wrong. It's going to be fine. Just don't Google it or Claude it. This is the problem,
Claude's
right?
not talking to me about it anymore. Claude's put a pin in it.
He's barred you.
So studies on childhood emotional regulation show that children's brains don't develop the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of the brain that controls impulse control and emotional regulation until their mid-20s. So a 4-year-old genuinely cannot regulate in a way that we want them to. They're literally not built for it yet, which is both incredibly validating and means we have approximately 20 more years of this shit.
I agree. People say to us, like, not the bigger the kid, the bigger the problem. Like right now, it's just about navigating their feelings, but then really big feelings happen and really big life things happen.
They get pregnant at 14.
Yeah, well, speaking of, this was very tied into my Hyperfix.
Okay, so final point about this that I've realised is motherhood is just being emotionally humbled daily by someone who chose you specifically because you're their safest person, which is beautiful and way too much for my brain to regulate.
Sometimes you need to clock off from that job too.
But how?
I don't know. Go to bed early. I do.
So what is your hyperfix this week?
Okay, so my hyperfix this week is because I've been trying not to doom scroll, but I've been doom scrolling. After the Met finished, something just nothing I've ever looked at before in my life or even watched the show was the Fury family. I don't know if you're familiar with them because I wasn't until this
Are
week.
they boxers or something?
Tyson Fury is a world champion boxer.
But doesn't he have a brother that's married to an someone else?
So there's a whole family tree. So there's the dad, then there's Tyson, then there's the brothers, and then there's a whole family sort of tree that comes out and everyone's a boxer. But they come from different types of boxing. They're Gypsy.
I heard of this.
So the Gypsy tradition, and it's a very, very, very old tradition, is bare knuckle boxing. Anyway, so they're big Gypsy family and they...
In the 1500s?
Well, yeah, they kind of live in this... They used to go... Like this boxing went back in many, many moons ago. Like it's an ancient tradition in the Gypsy world. And Tyson, who I've sort of been looking at this week, he is like 6'5", massive guy, big boxing meathead kind of body.
Yeah.
And Tyson has 7 children. And where I've gone this week is with his...
That's too many children.
...eldest daughter whose name is Venezuela.
Venezuela.
So Venezuela Fury. And she is 16 and she has just married her boyfriend.
Did hear about this.
Mr. Price, who is also a boxer as well, but not
Of course.
related.
Yeah. Daddy issues. Not related that you know of.
Not that we know of. But Mum and Dad approved of the wedding.
Of course they did. The Gypsies. They marry at 12.
Well, it's a very, but she's particularly, so it's sort of the age is sort of getting a little bit older. But I think when she told her dad that he was going to ask for her hand in marriage.
Wasn't it at like I don't know, their gender reveal or something?
No.
So when she was born?
So basically. But when he asked her, they were kind of like, well, we can't say no. Like if it's forever, this is not a thing. Like the expectation is if you get married, this is your forever guy. And they actually quite like him for her. But I kind of went into this whole thing of like, this Gypsy world fascinates me because it's a very, very strict community in a lot of ways. And then there's a lot of things about it that are very contradicting to that strict community.
For example,
girls and boys can't touch. Like there's lots of, you can't get married.
until you're married at 12.
Until you're married at 12. But these girls are wearing very, very sexual and very mature, like very sexually mature outfits at the age of 13. So I found this
toddlers and tiaras, it reminds me of.
Yeah, but like the kids have got spray tans or they've got dresses that push up, or they're built-in boobs in these dresses, and the way they dance at these weddings of these younger children, basically, or young teenagers, is again very
provocative. They're not making room for Jesus like we had to.
No, there's no liturgical movements. But I find that really
liturgical.
Liturgical, because like based on like Bible liturgy, like it's very respectful.
I thought litigation was lawyers.
Litigation. Anyway, so I went into this, and then obviously she's been married this week, and there's a few celebrities that attended the wedding.
I guess it's the legal age of marriage.
Yeah.
And consent.
Correct. So this week she got married.
She's pregnant,
all the things.
Oh, really?
But she walked down the aisle to an interesting choice, I thought, of song, a Biggie song, with her dad, wearing possibly like sunglasses from Bali.
I'm pretty sure they were wearing like really dark sunglasses from what I heard.
But she had on a 50-foot train dress.
Italian lace train.
But was wearing Crocs.
Yes, I did hear about this.
And there was a lot of hats.
Yeah, normally they're like a headpiece.
They're like a headpiece, but I know the English people, like if you look at royal weddings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know, but this is a different thing. This is different.
But I was like, is it an English thing or is it a UK thing?
Well, I think the hair is always almost like
a helmet.
Yeah, like it's a headpiece to me. It's not
giving
hair.
John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah,
like,
that's Toddlers and Tiaras, John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah, so, I mean, it just, I don't know, I kind of spiraled, and then the powder blue dress, and then Molly May
That's what I'm thinking of. She's with the brother, Tyson's brother.
She is, whose name is Tommy.
Doesn't
Tommy
he
Fury.
also, doesn't Tommy Fury isn't he the one with the most valuable Pokemon card in the world?
I don't know, possibly. So Tommy and Molly met on the set of Love Island.
Yes, I do know that.
He had an affair.
Yes, they have a baby.
Had a baby. They're now back together. She's pregnant again.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Doesn't she have a documentary?
She's now filming
But she has a documentary. I mean, the Furies have the reality show.
Yes.
But there's a Molly May documentary out there.
There is. Yeah. And I think it documents a lot of her struggles with this infidelity and things like that.
I think there's a lot of issues with the way they parent the kid because he's a gypsy and she's a normal person.
She's a normal
Ish.
ish person. But the whole family, like if you watch it, there's Venezuela, then there's all the sons are called Prince.
Oh, I heard about this because he's the king and they need to earn their name.
Right.
But they go by the middle names or something.
So yeah, there's
But
Prince.
how narcissistic is that?
It's fabulous. He is my new favourite reality star. He is fascinating to watch. He's a big, giant
I don't even know what he looks like.
He's a big, like he just reminds me of all my ex-footballer boyfriends. Like just had his head bashed a few too many times. Do you know what I mean? And he walks around and his family could not give a shit about him. Even though the reason they live in this mansion and this lavish life, you know, is because he's basically won all these world championships. But he is huge. He's dorky. He dances terribly. He's a funny, like, just really big dad vibes. But
So you've watched this reality show?
yes, I'm obsessed.
Where can I watch it?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
And you meet this family, and can I tell you what's really relatable?
Go on, then.
Chaos. It is utter chaos. The swearing at each other. I mean, look, we don't swear in my household, but that's not to say my kids aren't thinking it. But the way they speak to their dad. So he's retired now, and this is where they've come in and they've started filming, and he is bored out of his brain. What I love about it is that it's relatable in a really weird way because it's chaotic. This Paris, who's the wife, is trying to run this household. He's just like manic. He also talks really, really beautifully about his mental health issues. He struggles with, he struggled with drug and alcohol abuse. He speaks to his father about how, as a child he would hide and suppress all of his feelings because it wasn't masculine. And even now his dad's still talking to him about, we just don't talk about it. Like, we just don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. Push it down and use it in, in the boxing ring. So I love it because I relate to the chaos and I find it hilarious. And then just the names of the children. Adonis,
Prince, Venezuela.
And then there's Venezuela and Valencia, I think the other one is.
Valenciaga.
And then there's Rocco, maybe?
Are they all Prince?
No.
The middle name they go off their middle names.
So Tyson is the dad. John is the father. He appears a lot in the documentary.
Is it a documentary or reality show?
Reality show. Paris is the wife. Tommy is the half-brother who is with Molly May. And then there's a whole line of sort of cousins and former world titles in the family. The kids are, oh my God, I love it. The list is hilarious because you almost think, no. Prince John James Fury, Prince Tyson Fury II, Prince Adonis Amaziah Fury, Venezuela Fury, Valencia Amber Fury, Athena Fury, and Rico Paris Fury. Prince. And in one of the episodes, they meet a girl called Princess. And so Paris, the mum, thinks, great, I'm setting him up, her 14-year-old son. Must be Prince Tyson Fury.
It's Prince. The name's Prince.
The first name is Tyson Fury. It would be so confusing.
I think they go by their middle name.
Anyway, she's trying to set him up with Princess, and the kid is so awkward, and she's just this stage mum trying to set Prince and Princess up because the whole idea just makes
100%.
It's just
She's
like
trying to be Kris Jenner.
It's kind of like Mabel and Hamish.
Well, that's us. We are. No, but they can't because they will destroy the whole world.
Remember that photo I sent you?
my God, that was so cute.
behind bars.
Yeah.
So he refers to himself as the king, which is why they all become prince.
Yeah.
Anyway,
relatable.
The whole label. I guess what I liked about him is he's kind of quite normal, even though I don't know. I find him really like he's really dad.
Do you have any other facts about the wedding?
Okay, so the wedding. So they had the 18 bridesmaids.
Yes.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
The 50-foot train.
Italian lace train, the Crocs.
The Crocs were underneath. Like I thought, the cars I got out of are very, very typical of a gypsy wedding where they're like that vintage sort of chariot kind of thing. The Biggie Smalls song, awkward to listen to, a very interesting choice as a entrance song.
Mm-hmm.
Took place in a church.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know what priest would be approving a Biggie Smalls.
I mean, I don't think the priests don't have anything to do with the songs, do they? I don't know. I didn't get married at a church. Clearly, I'm a heathen.
Peter Andre performed in the wedding.
I saw that.
Which I didn't know he really was sort of not alive, but
What? He's not that old.
I don't know. He's just not around. He's not circulating anymore.
I have a note here about Peter Andre. He just appears at every Fury adjacent event like a beautiful haunted carousel horse.
I wonder if he's a gypsy too.
He is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Katie Price, Peter Andre. I'm pretty sure that's the vibe.
She's very gypsy, Katie. And then there was 20,000 flowers. Don't know what
Fine.
that doesn't. I'm not a flower person, so whatever. And Molly May's daughter was one of the flower girls, which is why she was there. I also noted that her body language wasn't very.
No, she's like, I am part of a cult.
And she had security all around her, and it was kind of raining on entry. And yeah, the mysterious girl dance with the dad and daughter.
Father-daughter dance.
Father-daughter dance.
Why is it mysterious?
That was the name of the song they danced to. Mysterious Girl.
Oh.
So the wedding was held at a royal chapel, which I thought.
Well, king, prince, obviously.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, might not be royal as in it was royal to the crown, but it might be royal to the gypsy people, like the gypsy community.
I mean, the photos, it looked like a cathedral-y type church.
Yeah. Anyway, I just found it fascinating that the whole gypsy traveller culture and how it came
Still
out.
exists.
And how it exists and all the different types of like weird and wonderful things that it is.
Is it really weird and wonderful though?
It's fascinating to watch.
Yeah. So Tyson reportedly gifted the couple $5 million to
Yeah.
kickstart their life together, which apparently some of the family members thought was a lot of money for a young couple.
I mean,
That's the understatement of the century.
it's too much money.
That's too much money.
I wonder if they do prenups.
No, because why would they? That's why they can get married so early, because they're together forever. She's 16, he's 18.
It's young.
It's young. They're now technically more committed than most people in their 30s.
But like you and I.
We are very committed.
So committed.
And then Tyson Fury on the day. It was beautiful. She's no longer a Fury. That's either the most emotional thing a father has ever said or the very ominous statement, depending on your vibe.
Well, I also think he's like a bit of a big softie.
Yeah, 100%.
But I also think he loves the camera being around.
Of course he does.
Like he's very performative. A bit like us. Anyway, it's really good. You should watch it. It's on Netflix.
I will be watching it
Yeah.
while I continue to build my empire.
Yeah, that's what it's a good one. It's a good life background watch. Makes you feel good about Mabel's tantrums.
Nothing can make me feel good about Mabel's tantrums.
Because the way these children speak to their father, yeah, it blows my mind.
Yeah, that's because they've been allowed to do that. That's why you got to smack them down while they're young.
Oh, yeah, he tries. And they just
too
walk
late.
all over him.
Too late.
But he was actually born a premature baby.
Okay.
And look at the size of him now.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's bizarre.
I think anyone bigger than 5'5" is bizarre to you.
Yeah. Imagine me standing next to him. I'd be like, hello.
You'd be at balls high.
I knew when I said it that you'd have to go there. You couldn't just leave it.
Damn it.
There she goes again. Hello.
All right, should we get into the side quest?
Oh my God, yes. We're really lapsing tonight.
These ladies cannot stay on topic for 5 seconds. This is the side quest.
It's time for the side quest, the less serious part of the podcast where one of us, mostly me,
Always you.
brings a game, and by now the Tempranillo is hit, so the chaos is inevitable. This week, we are playing a game called fashion show or mental breakdown? After what happened at Australian Fashion Week, where there was a fire alarm, a woman being dragged across the runway by her ankles, and Ian Thorpe looking like he wanted to be literally anywhere else, I thought we need a game.
Why not?
So here's how it works. I'm going to describe something, real or fake, and you have to tell me whether it's a fashion show or a mental breakdown. And yes, some are both.
Okay.
Here's the rules. You're going to hear all the scenarios and call out fashion show, mental breakdown, or both. I'll keep score, and there is no prize. The chaos is the prize.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Round 1. A shirtless man drags a woman across a runway by her ankles in front of Ian Thorpe, then slings her over his shoulders. A fire alarm then goes off and models keep walking.
I have to go with both.
This actually happened,
Genius.
as you know, and the answer is both in my mind.
Genius.
Round 2.
Okay.
Someone shows up to a runway show in a ball gown, sits front row, and eats a full Macca's meal silently throughout the whole show without acknowledging anyone.
Chaos.
It's fashion show, mental breakdown, or both. It's all chaos.
Mental breakdown. She's lost the plot, but so relatable at the same time.
It's actually both.
Yeah.
It's both.
It's both. It's the ball gown giving off both.
A designer sends models down the runway with their eyes taped shut and their hands tied behind their backs, described in the program notes as a meditation on modern vulnerability. Fashion show, mental breakdown, or both?
Mental breakdown.
It is mental breakdown dressed as a fashion show.
Yeah, but like how do they walk?
I mean, how do you walk?
Well, they can't see. Their eyes are taped
How
shut.
did Noah walk for 4 years?
True.
A bride wears a 50-foot Italian lace train and pairs it with Crocs to walk down the aisle. Fashion show, mental breakdown, or both?
In some world, both. It's got to be. Not in my world. I don't mind a croc, but not with my wedding dress.
I think it's both. It depends on which Croc. Was it the ones that we have that I wear for my roof days, or is it the ones without a platform don't look right in my mind?
Oh, I like the platform.
No, without a platform looks wrong.
Oh, no, that is like wearing garden shoes.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it makes...
Actually, Candy, our friend, quite likes a flatter croc.
I know. She likes a flat Croc. I've been with her to buy them before.
Yeah, interesting. Because she's usually wearing Gucci heels.
She is. She's very fashionable, that one. Loves a wig too, which I love.
Yeah, she's going to be at our wigs party. Wigs and what was our...
Wags and wigs.
Wags and wigs.
Wags in wigs.
Wags in wigs.
Last round, round 5. It's a short one this week. A man walks into what he thinks is a public beach staircase and accidentally becomes part of a fashion show because a Sydney beachgoer at Tamarama just descended the stairs and walked straight into the Commerce fashion show mid-show.
I'm going with mental breakdown.
Mental breakdown for the beachgoer. Fashion show for the internet.
Yeah. He went viral, but maybe he planned a genius move.
I know. What, do you have any logos on him?
I would be mortified. Can you imagine my body? Walking down the stairs, trudging. Yeah, and then getting down. And it was like an overcast day. So it was dark and gloomy.
But he had to go for his swim.
He was adamant. No one was coming in the way of his routine.
Here is a chaos twist for the end of the SideQuest.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to describe something that has happened in your actual life this week.
Oh.
And I have to decide whether it could be a fashion show or a mental breakdown.
Oh, God. Now you put me on the spot.
That's what I love to do.
I can't describe anything. What?
What happened to you this week that was chaotic? The possum?
The possum. But, well, it's got nothing to do with fashion.
No, but nothing about you has anything to do with fashion.
Oh, snaps. She's on fire. She's over
I'm just
it.
going to preempt it and say mental breakdown because I know you.
I'm just going to go everything is mental breakdown. The fact that I sat, oh my God, I know.
Okay.
I know. So, okay, so this week I was yelling at the kids, teeth, wheeze, bedtime.
Okay.
And I thought, I'm going to go in and do my wee. And I said, and no one talk to me or come in and stand there and hassle me while I'm doing my wee. Awful, right? Kids are going to bed. I'm trying to be calm. I come out and they both start laughing at me. And I'm like, what are they laughing at? My toilet paper was hanging out the back of my pants and I had a piece on my shoe.
Was it like a long pant?
Like my pants?
Yeah. Well, how long were your pants?
Oh, it was hanging out from here.
Oh.
Down. Like I wiped.
Did you not hear the roll be like brrrr?
Dropped it back, but as I've dropped it back, I've gotten up so swiftly, caught it on the pull-up of the pants.
Was any of it wet?
It was a wet wipe from my wee wipe.
That is fashion show. But that is what I expected a fashion show based on that last fashion show.
I was so scared to say anything, but they just kept laughing. And then I just kept getting more angry, being like, what are you laughing at? This is rude. I don't know what's laughing at.
Where was Paddy? Was he fishing?
No,
Please tell me he was fishing.
It was training at rugby.
Honestly, that man. Okay, so I will class that as fashion show based on the fashion show that we had in the Weekly Spiral because it's about the same caliber of performance art.
Next thing you'll see is Dion Lee's.
Dion Lee. My friend and I have this thing where we go, who the fuck is Dion Lee?
Dion Lee.
That's for my friend Adam.
Am I not allowed to be in on the Dion Lee?
No.
Dion Lee. Yeah, Dion Lee will come out with some toilet paper.
Inspired.
Paper mache inspired clothing.
You love a bit of paper mache.
Mache. That would be mine. Not a good look. But I just kept yelling at the kids. Like, what are you laughing at?
I love it. Like,
it's so insecure.
You were continually escalating and you're back in high school. You're
Yeah,
like,
and they were like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to be the one to tell her that a toilet paper's hanging out of butt.
Should we get into obsession of the week?
Yep.
2 women, very fired up about very small things. I don't listen to women, but maybe you should. This is Obsession of the Week.
Okay, so obsession of the week, where we each tell you one thing we think you need in your life this week. Okay, my obsession of the week this week is, it's a little bit, I don't know, maybe geriatric. No, I can't do that one.
Why?
It's Metamucil.
Oh, I love Metamucil.
Oh, okay.
I love it. Honestly, when I first started taking Metamucil, I didn't realize how much shit lived in my body.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh my goodness, this much can come out of you?
Okay, I'm going to do Metamucil.
You should do Metamucil. Well, you tell me you haven't taken Metamucil before based on your history of gut issues?
Never. So between my olive oil, lemon, and my Metamucils, oh my God. Honestly, I have never felt healthier in my gut.
Interesting.
So I can't take the powder in the water. It makes me a bit like it's not.
Oh, that's what I have. But I put it with like a green vitality powder and a bit of green juice and water and ice and I shake it up.
Okay, so you kind of, it goes down with somewhere else, something else.
Yeah.
Well, I can do that. But I've on the gummies. So I take 3 little orange gummies. That's the daily dose. And between that and I take another product called Slippery Elm.
Yes.
Olive oil and lemon. And I can't tell you, girls who have gut issues, phenom. Yeah. Very good evacuations.
Oh my gosh.
It's like that fire alarm is going off constantly.
It's like that shit that Mabel did where it just kept coming and coming. And I'm like, where is it coming from? Like it's coming out of from her ears at this point. Like that's how backed up she would have been. But she's little. You look at Noah, right? He's bigger than the 9-year-old in his class.
Substantial.
So handsome though. He's going to be very good looking, I think.
Only a mother could say that.
You've seen him.
He's beautiful.
He takes his glasses off and you're like, oh, you actually are cute.
He's gorgeous. He came and got me from the car and held my hand and walked down the hill.
He's so sweet.
What's he done?
Nothing. You know what he's No, but he's not. But that's the thing with him. It's not anything. He's just sweet.
Yeah.
Like we're standing in the optometrist and he's just like got his arm around James and then I put my hand on his shoulder and he puts his arm around me and he's just like holding both of us. Like he's just, I don't know why we had more than one.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
My recommendation this week, my obsession of the week, I like to listen to rain noise.
Oh, yeah.
When I sleep. So my recommendation is the headband that I sleep in.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm a special kind of special. So my alarm clock is a sunlight alarm clock.
Uh-huh.
So it doesn't do noise. It just slowly brightens the room over time because I have blockout blinds and the sunlight alarm clock. Yeah.
It's a lot going on always.
There's a lot going on. So because of that, I think most of the sleeping headbands with, you know, the earphones in them, they'll cover your eyes. Can't have that because I've got a sunlight alarm.
Oh, of course. There's so much going on.
There's so much going on with the pillow.
What about a good old-fashioned sleep? You just wake up.
I can't do it. So, yes, I bought this just over a year ago now. I just got it from Rebel Sport and I just had to look it up because I don't even know what it's called.
Actually, you got it just before we went to Mamma Mia Out Loud. I remember.
Yeah.
Because didn't you bring it when we went to the hotel?
Probably. Because I can't the sleep noise, and now Mabel's listening to the sleep noise on her Yoto player. She listens. She's like, I want this monsoon noise. She picks a different type of rain because there is like 500 different types of rain in Miami.
Give me earthquake and tornadoes.
No, she'd be like, I want this one.
Okay.
There's Olympic rain. There's rain on rocks. There's rain on canvas.
Olympic rain?
I don't know. Rain on concrete. It's all these different rain sounds. She likes one with a bit of
Rain
thunder.
at home bush.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is like that. So it's called the Sleepwell Bluetooth headband. They do ones that go across your eyes, but this one is the cheaper version. And it just goes over there. It's got 3 buttons, which is louder, not as loud, up, down volume, and a stop. Pairs Bluetooth with my phone.
Yep.
It's very comfortable. Mine's technically old now. And I had an issue where the volume button was just consistently pressed down and I'd be like sleeping and it'd be like pitter patter, and they'd be like maximum volume. Maximum volume. But I was able to take it apart.
Oh God.
All the wiring and everything and fix it. So it's malleable.
So I have a question of coming from the natural girl in the room because nothing about me is fake. But is Bluetooth dangerous? Like constantly on your brain?
Probably. And that's probably why I've got a constant headache and an unexplained lump on the back of my head.
No, I don't think that's it. I just thought about it. Like it's a connection. It's running through your body.
Well, it's wireless.
Duh.
I'll put it in the correctional.
This is why we should go back to an old-fashioned sleep routine.
I've tried that.
You have not.
I need my pillow fort, my silk pillow, my headband, my block-out blinds,
Honestly,
my sunlight alarm, and my crossword.
Honestly, why it's not? It's going to be suspended from the roof. The crossword in a minute. Honestly,
Too many sex swings suspended from our roof.
you need to peel back one. Get rid of one thing.
Okay, I choose James.
I mean, like, honestly, there's a lot going on.
I know, but you've met me, right?
Yeah, but I wonder, like, I don't know. It's a busy night. There's a lot. Is your brain resting with all of that going
My brain
on?
never rests. You know that, right? My brain never rests. That's why I'm having a stroke.
But that, like, doesn't that, like, don't you want to just, like, go and ask for a general anesthetic for a couple of days? Just, like, knock me out, pretend.
Imagine how rested I would be.
That's what I mean.
I don't wake up well from a general anesthetic, though.
I could imagine because this is years of
I wake up wet, crying.
wet.
Just crying. Why are you crying?
Yeah, okay.
That was the last time I had general
But,
anesthetic.
like, I don't know, like some sedation would be great.
Someone sedate me. I'd love it.
Yeah.
But then I'm too worried to take the sleeping tablets that knock me out.
You're like, maybe I'll die.
Well, I'm worried because then Mabel can't get me up when she gets me up in the middle of the night.
Brilliant.
But then the next day I also cannot function.
Oh, so see, this to me, this would be, there's so much going on.
Okay, my recommendation is a sleeping headband. Let's not unpack that too much.
No, we need to unpack it.
Gee. Let's get into the weekly manifest.
When we go on our hotel night, we are raw dogging that night.
Honestly, last time I slept in a bed with you, it was like you were dead.
I'm such a good sleeper.
I climbed a board. Literally.
Like a dead.
I did. I climbed a board.
Yeah, I did not even
You
feel
didn't stir.
I'm dead. Mouth open. Yeah.
Mouth was open. Can confirm.
I look like I'm dead.
I know.
I sleep really heavily.
Didn't call anyone though, did I?
What do you
Didn't
mean?
call anyone to worry if you were dead.
Can I tell you something though? I think we should really see if we can unpack this further
Okay.
and delete one of those things.
Okay. You know, in order to do that, you'll have to physically be here doing it because I don't have the willpower to do it on my own.
It's going to happen that night at the hotel.
Book the hotel.
Can we book 2 nights? Because what if that one night is so awful for me I don't become well rested because you've tossed and turned? What are you doing now? What are you doing
We're
now?
going to be in the same bed.
Yeah, of course.
I love that.
It's way cheaper. I don't want to pay for another room.
No, I mean, like, get 2 beds in a room.
Oh, no, that's
queens.
weird.
Is that weird? No, we'll just sleep in the same bed. It's not weird at all.
I'll just have no pillows because you'll be like propped up like a dead person.
I am. No one
You know,
even
like people are like dying and they like prop them up in the.
Yes, they can breathe. Like, weekly manifest. Oh, let's get into the weekly manifest. We can unpack this in another time, but book the hotel for soon.
For soon. For tomorrow. We go for soon.
I don't have time this weekend. I'm grouting.
Weekend. It's Friday tomorrow.
I have to paint.
You have to grout
his-
one tile.
No, it's not. It's not one tile. It is a section.
How big? Hannah, you painted this in a day. You'll be right, Toots.
Painted this over 2 nights. But I also had to paint. Pat's like, you should paint before you grout.
Paint what?
The wall where the toilet came out.
Yeah.
I mean, the tiles are a different colour.
Mosaic.
Weekly manifest. Great. They're doing motivational speeches yet again.
It's time for our weekly manifest where we confidently ask the universe for things we probably should have planned for. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This week, we manifest the audacity of a woman in a 50-foot lace train and Crocs. Because she looked at the most important day of her life and said, comfort first, tradition never.
True.
We manifest Greg the Frog's unshakable calm in a sealed salad bag. Because if he can survive the cold chain with his dignity intact, so can we.
Mm-hmm. Greg energy.
We manifest the Italian peacock's absolute confidence. No natural predators, no fixed address, no plan, just vibes and screaming.
Yeah. It's Mabel.
We manifest being told, I wish you were dead, by someone we love unconditionally and somehow still showing up with yogurt 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Because that is the purest form of strength there is.
Mm-hmm.
We manifest not knowing if what we're doing is art, chaos, or a mental breakdown, and deciding it's probably all three and that's enough.
Mm-hmm. I'm into that one this week. It's a really good one. I identify with Greg so much.
Sure you do. He's little. That's it from us this week. Thank you for being here and for letting us be completely unqualified in your ears. If you've got a burning question, a chaotic life update, or something you genuinely need two women with zero credentials to weigh in on, send it to us. There are details in the show notes of how you can contact us. By the way, we have a new website and there is a contact form there, and also a way that if anyone wants to submit to the Deranged Dictionary, you can submit a word.
We'd love that. That would be
we would
amazing.
Absolutely love that. So head to our new website. I built it myself.
I know, and it's
in
so
less than a
good.
week.
I know.
If you love us, please rate, review, and follow wherever you listen. It makes a massive difference and we will love you forever. Don't forget to listen after the outro for Chaos Correctional, where we fact check ourselves and find out exactly how wrong we were this week.
I don't think it's going to be a bad week. I think we've been pretty good this week.
I don't know about that.
Okay. What's our record? 11? 11 fact checks?
15, I think, because I've been putting old episodes back up onto the new website and yeah, it's taken a while. We recommend a lot of things as well in the links and things we mentioned.
Oh, that's good. Well, thanks for listening to us.
This is Grabber by the Mic.
And we will.
See you next Tuesday. I think I'm dying.
You're not dying.
I'm definitely dying.
Well, can you do like a couple of pre-planning episodes before you go so I can pick up where you've left off?
If I died, this would die.
Absolutely.
Chaos Correctional. We have a situation, a very serious situation. They were wrong. Again.
Welcome back to Chaos Correctional, the segment where we bravely confront the confident nonsense we delivered on air last week, with nothing but Wikipedia, rising anxiety, and a glass of something we probably shouldn't be drinking on a Monday. Let's get into it. I was talking in Recap and Rosé about a dark red wine and I called it Diavolo Nero. I was close. The right name is Nero Diavola, which literally means Black of Avola, a town in Sicily. It's a deep, dark Sicilian red, and yes, it's absolutely what I was thinking of. Diavolo means devil. Nero Diavola means black grape. Different vibes, similar chaos energy. I had the Nero, I just accidentally added a little devil to it. I was in the right Italian aisle, just under the wrong label. I asked if Georgia O'Keeffe was dead and implied that she painted her flowers to intentionally look like vulvas. Georgia O'Keeffe died on March 6, 1986 at the age of 98. So yes, dead. The woman lived to 98 and painted until she nearly went blind, which is honestly the most chaotic flex in art history. As for the vulva thing, she consistently and furiously denied it her entire life. The Freudian theory that her flower paintings were actually close studies of female vulva was first put forward by Alfred Stieglitz, the photographer who first promoted her work and later became her husband. So her own husband started the rumour, allegedly as a marketing strategy. She spent decades correcting it and nobody listened. She was just painting flowers. We projected the rest. We are the problem. I said guano when talking about the Italian peacocks and was instantly confused. Thought it might be referencing their poo. Turns out I was right. Guano is bird or bat excrement. That's it. The peacocks in Punta Marina cover the footpaths in sticky guano, making them genuinely dangerous to walk on. So yes, the town is being terrorised by 150 birds and their sticky droppings. I said that turkeys are so stupid that when it rains, they look up at the sky with their mouths open and drown. I was wrong, but also a little bit right. It's kind of complicated. The myth that turkeys will drown if they look up during a rainstorm is false. However, and this is where it gets genuinely unhinged, there is a real neurological disorder, very uncommon, that results in turkeys having a spasm where they look towards the sky for 30 to 60 seconds at a time. So they do sometimes stare at the sky, they just don't drown from it. Young turkeys can die from hypothermia in heavy rain, which is probably where the myth came from. Long story short, turkeys are not drowning in puddles of their own confusion. They are, however, in possession of a rare neurological condition which makes them periodically stare into the void for a minute, which is somehow more alarming. I questioned if Tommy Fury had the most valuable Pokemon card in the world. I was wrong. That's his brother's mate. That's Logan Paul. Logan Paul bought the most expensive Pokemon card ever sold, a PSA 10 Pikachu Illustrator card, which he then sold at auction in February 2026 for $16.5 million, setting a new world record for the most expensive Pokemon card and the highest priced trading card ever sold at auction. He famously wore it around his neck at WrestleMania. Tommy Fury and Logan Paul have been in each other's orbit because they both fought on the same boxing card in 2023. The Pokemon card energy has clearly transferred. Tommy didn't have the card. He's just adjacent to the card, and that's a very important distinction. We confidently said that Peter Andre is a Gypsy. This is wrong. Peter Andre was born Peter James Andrea in Harrow, London, to Greek Cypriot parents and was raised as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. He is not Romani, he is Greek Cypriot. Tyson Fury's nickname is the Gypsy King because the Fury family are Irish travellers, which is a distinct ethnic group from Romani people, and also not Peter Andre. Peter Andre was at the wedding because Peter Andre is simply present at events, like a beautiful ghost. He cannot be explained, he does not require an ethnic origin story, he simply appears. We also wondered if travellers or gypsy families do prenups. This is unverifiable, but the answer is pretty much no, and here's why. Irish traveller culture is traditionally very community and family focused, with marriage treated as a serious lifelong commitment. Prenups are generally a very secular modern legal concept and don't align with how traditional traveller marriages are structured, which tend to be viewed as permanent and undissolvable, particularly within religious frameworks. Also, Tyson Fury just gave his 16-year-old daughter and her new husband £5 million as a wedding gift. So if there is a prenup situation happening, it's firmly between Tyson's lawyers and God. Philsy asked me if Bluetooth is dangerous when wearing a sleep headband on my brain all night. The honest answer is it's probably fine, but the discourse is unhinged and you deserve to know why. Bluetooth emits non-ionizing radiation, which is the low energy kind, the same category as microwaves and radio waves. Bluetooth headphones emit 10 to 400 times less radiation than a standard mobile phone. The current scientific consensus is that it's not dangerous. That said, there are several researchers who think prolonged close contact with any EMF source warrants more study, and the World Health Organization does classify this type of radiation as possibly carcinogenic, which sounds alarming but is the same classification as pickled vegetables and being a hairdresser. Bottom line, the sleep headband is almost certainly fine. The bigger risk is probably that I'm now not sleeping because I'm lying there wondering if my sleep headband is giving me brain cancer, which is in fact ruining my sleep, which is the actual health problem. So thanks for that, Philsy. That's Chaos Correctional for episode 24. Georgia O'Keeffe was just painting flowers and she's furious about it from beyond the grave. Turkeys have a neurological disorder which is somehow worse than drowning. And Peter Andre is Greek Cypriot and cannot be explained. See you next Tuesday.